Welcome to the lesson for Pinpoint Plotter, one of the 8 modules included in Middle School Math HD for the iPad. What you see on the screen is a Cartesian plane. You may also have heard this referred to as a coordinate grid. Let's look at the parts of the Cartesian plane. First of all, we have what's called the x-axis, which is a horizontal line. And we have what's called the y-axis, which is a vertical line. Now these two lines intersect at what is called the origin. And along the x-axis we see a series of numbers. So to the right of the origin we have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 10. And to the left of the origin we see negative numbers. So -1, -2, all the way up to -10. Similarly on the y-axis, above the origin, we can see that it's counting up from 1 to 10. And on the y-axis below the origin, we can see the negative numbers, 1 through 10. Let's go ahead and look at plotting some coordinate pairs on the Cartesian plane. We see in parentheses on the left side of the screen the coordinate pair 4, 6. Now the 4 is the position of the point that we're going to plot on the x-axis, and the 6 will be the position on the y-axis. Now what we're going to do first is, of course, go with the 4. We're going to move along to the right on the x-axis, and the reason we're moving to the right is that it's a positive number in parentheses. If it were -4, we'd be moving to the left. And the 6 is also positive, so in that case we're going to move up. So that's where we plot our point right there at 4, 6. And anytime we plot a point in this upper right corner of the grid, we call it the quadrant 1. Let's move right out ahead and plot our second point. So this time we see -3, 2 in parentheses. So this time, instead of moving to the right along the x-axis, we're going to move to the left. The reason for that, of course, is that we're looking at a negative number this time. So we move 3 spots to the left, and then we see the arrow moving up to +2. So just like last time on the y-axis, we're moving up because we have a positive number. So we plot that point right there at -3, 2. And anytime we plot a point in this quadrant, the upper left, we call it quadrant 2. Let's move on now to a third coordinate pair. This time we're going to plot -7, -3. This time we're going to go 7 steps to the left, or 7 steps along the x-axis to the left, and we're going to move 3 steps down on the y-axis. So we position our point right there. So that's -7, -3, and we call this quadrant 3. Finally, let's plot a point in the lower right quadrant now. So we have 8, -5 in parentheses. So we're going to go ahead and move 8 steps to the right along the x-axis, and then we're going to move down this time because we have a negative number, -5, as our y-coordinate. Okay, so 8 steps to the right, and then we go down to -5. So that point right there is 8, -5, and anytime we're in that quadrant, we call it quadrant 4. Good luck with Pinpoint Plotter. I hope you have lots of fun. Thanks.